Good evening, Skin Games fans, players, followers, sponsors, and anybody else watching this Thursday evening, April 27th, 2023. You guys know me. I'm Steven. I'm with the Skin Games. I'm going to be joined very quickly here by Marcy and Jennifer. Hey, I see you, Lainey. I see you, Jenna. All of you guys hopping on with us. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a really exciting live, you guys. We have a bunch of things to announce that will come in a little bit. That's going to be the fun part. It's all going to be fun. I'm not going to lie. But I see you guys. Hi, Dominique, Skin One Pro. All of you guys, welcome. It's Thursday night. We're going to talk about what's coming up this weekend. Okay. I'm going to get Jennifer here. She just requested congratulations this year. Hi, Robin Lee. All right. It looks like everybody's here. Let's get them on. There is
I'm
Jennifer.
on. Hi, guys.
Hi, Jennifer. Hold on. We're waiting for Marcy. We'll get Marcy in here. I'm seeing you guys joining us quick tonight. Oh, there's Marcy. Hi, Marcy.
Hi, guys. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm excited. This is fun. We're going to have some big news. I've sort of filled some people in that we're going to have some big news coming. I see you all waving. I see all of you players and sponsors. Thanks for joining us here. First, we're going to talk about what's coming up this weekend, you guys. We got to save the best for last. We got to leave you all hanging because we have a lot of other important things to cover before we get to some big announcements at the end of this live, guys. So what we have tonight is Marcy here. Marcy Jones is the owner of Go Bear Spa up in Ohio. She's the exclusive distributor for Lash Wash International and Eon MD. She's an account manager and sort of a master of all trades and helps a lot behind the scenes at the Skin Games. So I'm going to introduce Marcy. Marcy's going to the South Carolina Skin Summit that's being put on by Ruth and Jessica Miller, one of our big finalists and award winners last year. So kudos to Jessica and Ruth for getting the Skin Summit going. Marcy, hi, welcome tonight. Tell us about what's going on with you.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. So we're really excited. We're going to go down to Columbia, South Carolina, and it's the first year, and it's a very intimate, small trade show, vendor oriented. There's lots of advanced education and speakers going on. It's a one-day event at the Skin Summit on Sunday, April 30th. It goes from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. And it's just a full of speakers with all other vendors. So, and I think everyone that attends gets a swag bag valued at, I think it's $150 too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Do you know what vendors are going, Marcy?
Do I what?
Do you know any vendors that are going?
We do actually. With some of
I think some of our sponsors will be there.
Yeah, so we have Neuroterus is going to be there, Clayton Chagall, Black Coral Wax, and Skin One Pro. And Skin One Pro and Neuroterus have been with the Skin Games quite a long time, I think, right? Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's putting it on? Is it the sweetheart of the Skin Games, Jessica Miller?
Yeah,
Miller?
Jess and Ruth, and they're the founders. It's their first year. I'm so excited for them. I think it's going to be a really great show. I know. I think there's still some tickets available, but it's like a door price. But it's at a country club. It's going to be super fun, and I can't wait to see everyone there. We'll also it'll be the last day to get your player entry fees at $20
That's
off
right.
too. So.
That's right, guys. You heard Marcy say it. So our early player registration ends this weekend, guys. So any of you that are on the fence, we're going to talk about what it means to be a player at the Skin Games a little bit later. But keep that in mind. This is the last weekend to get your early registration in. And the other benefits of getting in early, guys, are we promote you year-round. We help you with case studies if you need help. Me and Jennifer and Marcy are here to answer all your questions year-round. You're going to get promotion. You're going to meet people. You're going to network all the way leading up until the Skin Games. Yeah, we got South Carolina, anybody in the region, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, you guys should hit the Skin Summit. Go say hi to Marcy. She's going to have some Skin Games swag there. She's going to be signing players up. She's going to be promoting her business along with the Skin Games, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Our other guest, everybody, we haven't gotten her. She needs no introduction. She's the brains behind the Skin Games, Mrs. Jennifer Rosenblum down here. That's right. Woo!
Just so you know, Stephen, I've got something in here. When you're ready, we're going to be discussing a little bit of stuff that's going on with the Skin Games, and it's going to be very pertinent, especially the people that are participating and judging and sponsoring and all that kind of stuff, or just coming.
All right, awesome. That sounds good. Jennifer and I are going down to Arizona. So I am heading down to Phoenix. So is Jennifer. We're going to Mecca, you guys. Mecca is super cool. Mecca stands for Men's Aesthetic Conference and Associates. So it's not just men, but it's really cool because it's sort of a one-of-a-kind thing that's targeted towards males in the industry. Of course, there are males, females. Everybody goes down and celebrates their craft in Phoenix and gets together there at the Crown Hotel. Moto Kinjo puts this on. He does a terrific job. It's very intimate. It's very unique. There's some great speakers. Jennifer will be speaking there as well. A bunch of our sponsors will be there. Hale and Hush, Med Spa Distributors, California Skincare Supply, Gabby with Skin Cosmetics Pro, Zach, Sandy at Sis Smiles. I hope I'm not missing anybody, but a bunch of our partners will be down there. Maybe some potential partners as well, guys. We'll be down there to talk. And you guys can sign up there as players. Me and Jennifer will also be giving away some free swag to players that are at Mecca in Phoenix, signing up for the Skin Games. And it's going to be super, super cool. I see you guys down there. Sandy, yes, we'll see you at Mecca. SD Pro, oh, there's Shirley. We'll see Shirley at Mecca. And yes,
Stephen,
I know
Stephen, why don't you also mention Vegas too?
Yeah, of course, guys. IECSC Vegas, obviously we will be there, right? We partner with IECSC every year. We hit all the IECSCs. I know a lot of you will be there. That's going to be really exciting. Jennifer, I want you to talk about the Skin Boss Mastermind because, again, you came up with that. I love it. And tell people what they can expect.
Well, for the ones that didn't go, our first one that we had was at the Skin Games this year. And it was so popular that what we're going to do now is the two that won, there's a team of two. And the team that won from Atlanta will be coming back next year to go for their title. But in the interim, this year at all of 4 trade shows, including 2 of the IECSC shows, the Vegas and the Florida one, also Puerto Rico, which is a separate one. And then we also have a new one by one of our judges, Tiffany Roy, called the Louisiana Aesthetic Conference, which is in September, I believe. But the one in, I'm co-hosting it with Med Spa Distributors. So Pam Huck is on the ball.
Yeah.
She's
there she is.
really,
I see
really,
you, Pam. We see you.
Pam, you did
yeah, she's really stepping it up, and she's put together lots of swag. So anybody so we already have our mastermind set up. If you go to the skingames.com/skin-bots, you can see who the masterminds are so far. We have like Brooke Kennedy, Taylor Rebelliati, we got Nikki Lanigan, oh shoot, I can't even, Davian, a B-Pot, and gosh, I think Faith Yanez, Michelle Mosley. Anyway, there's 10 of them, and it's going to be real. Oh yeah, we have Lana Soy, who's one of our newer estheticians that's come in, and a new player this year too. So she's jumping in, and basically what's going to happen is they're going to be paired. It's going to be Monday at 12 o'clock at the IECSC show, so it's a slower day, and you can participate as the audience too, and you'll get swag and stuff too just by participating that way. But basically, each one of these masterminds is going to have to go through certain things to win the game, let's just say, right? And the way that they win is, first of all, they're going to be paired with another esthetician. So they don't know who they're going to be paired with yet, right? So that day they'll learn. They don't know what their model's going to look like, so they'll learn that day. And they don't know what their back bar will be. So their job is to get this all taken care of. They're going to get to run the whole Vegas floor show to get their ingredients at sponsored tables, right? And they have 20 minutes to cruise this floor and get out there and get their products. And really, it's going to, when they get back, they'll have 45 minutes or an hour to complete a treatment. But it's going to be more about like creativity, thinking outside of the box and stuff like that. So it's going to be really fun. You should show up.
Apply to be be part of the game show in the future, or can they apply to be a model, or how does that work?
Yeah, you could still apply to be a model on the website. You could just apply. We already got our masterminds. It's already filled up for Vegas, but we still have the show. Marcy, when's the show in Florida?
It's in October, I
it
believe.
is. October. Palm Beach is October.
Yeah. I think we have 2 seats signed up for that one already. And then the Louisiana one, I'm not exactly sure how many for that one. And then Puerto Rico's kind of open right now too. So yeah,
And Pam
for
says
Vegas,
the
we still
audience,
need more.
Pam says audience wins prizes too. That sounds like
Yeah.
so much fun. It's like supermarket sweep, the SD Bestie says. Yeah, I know. It totally reminds me of that too. How cool is that? And then going to go around to all of our sponsors and other people and pick out their ingredients, guys, and totally do this on the go. What's really, yeah, and somebody mentioned Faith. So there's a great mixture there. Faith won Esthetician of the Year, right? She'll be there. We have a bunch of current players. My wife will be participating. So I know that we're looking to Las Vegas to be a lot of fun, you guys. IECSC Las Vegas, I believe, is June 24th to the 26th. We will definitely be there in a couple of months. I want to talk a little bit about you guys because this is going to come up. We're going to get to some really cool announcements and some huge news. A lot of you have been waiting for. Some of you sponsors have been asking about it. Jennifer's got the envelope right there to announce it. A lot of you players have been saying, I'm waiting. Where's it going to be? When's it going to be? We're going to talk about that. First, let's talk about what the Skin Games is for those of you who are wondering, right? I keep getting this. We get this all the time at this year, right? What is it? What do we do? So we have categories for skin, waxing, sugaring, makeup, permanent makeup, lash lift, brow lamination, and PMU. All of our categories this year, guys, are going to have a cash prize. Some of those cash prizes we're going to gauge and see how much those are going to be as people sign up. $10,000 will go to Esthetician of the Year, $5,000 will go to Waxer of the Year, $3,000 to Makeup of the Year, and we have cash prizes going in makeup, PMU, lash lift, brow lamination, and PMU this year. So we have more players already, way more than we had at this time last year. We have more sponsors, way more already than we had last year. I'm getting sponsors that are like, people are talking a lot about the Skin Games. I'm getting excited, and it's like, we are getting excited too, you guys. So what you do really quickly for you skin people out there who are considering joining, it's an 8-week case study. For skincare and PMU, you're going to do a case study, okay? You guys are going to check in with us with photos, updates, let us know what you're doing with your client at home and things like that. For waxing, sugaring, makeup, brow lamination, and lash lift, you're going to sign up and you're going to come all the way to the show. We're going to talk about where that is and when that is very soon, and you're going to perform in front of our judges and an audience. It's going to be really high energy this year. We're going to have a great DJ. We're going to have people are literally there watching you guys. You can have, and they could be people from media, they could be people from, they could be judges, they could be people from big skincare lines looking for people they may want to sponsor or have be a part of their company in the future. So there's all sorts of opportunities to be had at the Skin Games. It's not just about the money. It's not just about the trophies. It's about networking. It's about partnerships. It's about growth in your career, getting through uncomfortable situations. And of course, the cherry on top is that you could bring home some money and you could bring home some trophies to your hometown. So we are excited about where and when the Skin Games are going to be. Jennifer, do we have
Stephen,
some?
let me just tell you that. Okay, so before the pandemic, we had about 27 different countries in the Skin Games. So,
Yes.
you know what I mean? We had Japan, we had Ireland, we had, Finland, which we still do. We had people from all over. And anyway, they're starting to creep back. I just got today 3 new other countries in the competition, 2 from Canada, 1 from
Yes.
UK. So it's starting to get, back up there again. And this is not just, United States, you guys, this is the world round competition. So
Right.
it's just really, it's a great way to share and learn from your, and just to have a great community.
I think before
Right.
location, I want to see in the comments who, where you guys think it's going to be.
Well, I think that would be fun also. And what we did, you guys, is we took a vote. We literally listened to what you guys said. So this is exactly what you said in terms of the theme, right? So we asked for the theme this year, you guys. Last year, the theme was a royal court. We had some really, really creative themes, some great makeup, some great outfits on the red carpet and at the show. I went with royal blue. I'm already having ideas about the theme this year. It's really fun, you guys. We took a vote.
We know what the theme is, don't we?
That's right. We know what the theme is, and guys, we took a vote and we listened to what you said, and the vote won out. So
what were some of the people? What were some of the top 10 of what people voted for?
So our top. Go ahead, Marcy.
I realize too that whatever our theme is, our avant-garde makeup category, those makeup avant-garde are part of the show every year, and they're supposed to be in theme. So I feel like
don't always have the same theme, but it'll probably be something close to that. Partnering. It's not always the same theme.
Try to pair it up, and you try to make the entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, and so guys, we had a few finalists. My favorite was The Future Is Now. I thought there could have been some really cool makeup and some cool outfits with that. We had a lot of people voting for that. We had a lot of people voting for what was it? Wild West was one of the options. There was some good 80s. A couple people said 80s. We had a couple pageant and bride and groom.
Steampunk.
Punk was a popular one. Roaring 20s was kind of popular. We got quite a few votes for Roaring 20s. I like that myself as well. But we had a winner, and I think we should announce the winner first, because then we'll get on to some bigger and better news.
Okay, you tell
Jennifer.
him, Steven. You tell him.
Drum roll.
The theme for the Skin Games 2023-2024 will be Hollywood classics, you guys. So there's a little bit of a spin there. I see Nakia put Old Hollywood there. You could do Old Hollywood. We're actually rolling with Hollywood classics. So actually, I can think black and white when I think Hollywood classics, but I think there's other ways you could go there too, in terms of outfit, in terms of makeup. You could really do a lot with Hollywood classics and Old Hollywood, if that's the way you want to go.
Yeah,
I feel.
Steven, the thing is too, what Old Hollywood is to me might be something very different. Like, Old Hollywood to me might be like Greta Garbo or something.
Right.
And to Marcy, it might be just Madonna.
Old Hollywood to me might be Back to the Future, and to my grandpa, Old Hollywood is Charlie Chaplin, right? So it could be completely different, you guys, depending on who you are. You get to put your spin on it at the Skin Games. We're not asking you what to do or what to wear, but we really got the most votes. So everybody went to Old Hollywood / Hollywood Classics. So we're gonna do Hollywood Classics as the theme for the Skin Games 2023-2024. I think, Jennifer, why don't we announce the dates next? The dates.
Okay. Well, we've kind of spun around because we always try to do this when there's not anything else going on, so we don't have a conflict of time and things like that.
Right.
We decided to keep it about the same time just because we needed a whole year, for people to turn in their results and things like that. So we've decided, and the best place for us to do is March 14th. Through March 17th. So it's kind of on the same weekend. We're still doing it kind of next to St. Patrick's Day. And it's still, 2 weeks from the New York show. So really that's their big competing show at the time. It's 2 weeks before. And then you have Easter 2 weeks after.
Yeah, and it gives I know a lot of our sponsors needed that 2-week cushion between New York and the Skin Games. So yeah, our sponsors, good news for you. You got 2 full weeks to recoup and get everything moved to, I'm not going to say where yet. And then last year was March 16th to the 19th, and this was March 14th to the 17th. So basically a year later, everybody, which gives you skincare professionals. Remember, those 8-week case studies, guys, Jennifer, we're already getting these people turning them in, right? Our estheticians are already getting started. And here's the great thing.
Like 3 things coming in from Michael Rosano. I've got two new newbies that are in, and they've already put some things in. So the more you turn in now, the better you're off, just because you're going to make sure you get more exposure. We're going to be showing your videos every week in our newsletter.
You're posting some of those videos you're getting in the case studies on the Skin Games results page, or you will be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That might be interested to join the Skin Games and not really sure how to do your videos. Like, you can see them on, I think you put them on the YouTube channel sometimes, and just, so you can see what other people are doing to help you feel
well, and if you're not part of our newsletter, I know, Steven, who was in the last one? I know it wasn't Michael. It was...
We featured Kelly Mello.
Oh, yeah, Kelly Mello. Yeah, it's her first year doing it, and she's going all in. And yeah, she's actually been in our newsletter twice, because she's the first one to turn it in. So lots of exposure there.
Well, and guys, here's the thing. These are 8-week case studies, right? So one of the things that tends to happen to people is they either wait too late to register, or they wait till the end and they go, well, I have plenty of time and I know this client that I think would be great, so it'll all work out. the thing is with skincare, as we know, and with life, people get sick, people disappear, they flake, they drop out, something comes up, and they don't finish their case study, guys. So if you get in now, you have an opportunity to have plenty of time to finish those case studies, to look for the perfect client for whatever your category is. We have categories for acne, pigmentation, holistic, compromised skin, open medical. The compassionate category, you guys, is one of my favorite that gets overlooked, but it's so important to do that. Giving back for us is so big.
Stephen, I'd love to go on with what you just said, because you're right. I had somebody call me up and she said, well, first of all, she wanted to know if she can use the same model in 2 case studies. Yes, you can, as long as you do 2 separate case studies, right? But because she wanted to actually do acne first and then continue with that model and then do pigmentation after. And then somebody else wanted to do, the same model at the same time with 2 different categories. But one of the persons said, well, what if I turn something in and it just they didn't show up or something? Well, then you could just throw that case study away and start fresh. There's not an extra charge or anything. So it really pays off to start early.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
Go
ahead, Marcy.
The SD Bessie just wrote in here, she wishes she had more time because you registered late and then you're stressing, and it's really good to get in now. And if you register now, you're going to make yourself do it, and then you're not going to be regretting it towards the end when you're rushing and your results aren't the way you want them to be.
Well, I'm going to say that SD Bestie is good on camera. You are so good. I loved watching your videos a while back. They were just really, really good. So I hope to see you in it again.
And guys, the other thing I want to touch on with these case studies is, the exposure. We're all about helping you guys grow. You estheticians out there. So you get these case studies in. They go in our newsletter, which goes out to thousands of estheticians and business owners all over the world. They are seeing your results there. They're seeing your results on our YouTube. They go on our Skin Games Instagram, Facebook, and results pages. And so and so many times we hear people overcomplicating this. I'm not an esthetician, but let me tell you what I hear from estheticians all year long is, oh my God, I'm so scared this is going to happen, or, oh, I don't know what this is going to look like, or I'm scared. Don't overcomplicate it. Simplify this, because remember, everybody's just like you. No one's better than anybody else here. Everyone's doing this for the first time. Now, some of our players come back and do it again and again and get better at it, but everybody did it for a first time, right? Getting on camera, talking about what you're doing, your modalities, your products, how you're doing it, what your client's doing, and not being comfortable on camera as an esthetician is completely normal. Don't overcomplicate that. Don't overthink that. I understand that. I'm pretty comfortable on camera, but I still understand.
One other thing you might want to also reach out to some of our sponsors, because, and even if they're not our sponsors, you could reach out to some product lines that you've always wanted to test and try, and a lot of them will basically work with you, give you products to try, help you out with protocols and things like that. I know a lot of our sponsors are actually looking for players to actually try out some of their protocols to get the results. So, and even some of the modality lines too. There's a lot of people out there, and sometimes you just have to reach out of your box and just go for it. It's really hard.
Push outside your comfort zone, and it's like videos are so important for solo business owners now too. And if you push through the uncomfortableness, you're going to end up feeling more comfortable, and it's going to grow your business, and it's going to make you feel so proud of yourself that you can do that.
Confident, yes.
Yeah, and Jennifer brought up our sponsors, not just our sponsors, you guys. A lot of skincare lines sponsor players. They're not even sponsors at the Skin Games, and they sponsor players to be in the Skin Games. And then they see what it does, and they come and join us as sponsors at the Skin Games. But a lot of our sponsors, just now, one of our great players, guys, our sponsors come back to us and go, oh my God, thank you for we're all about connection. Stephanie Butler just said, I'm looking for sponsors. You guys, sponsors, if you're watching this, Stephanie Butler is a star, right? She took home awards last year. She was a finalist. I think she might be in our masterminds this year. So all of these very talented estheticians, got all of you, ladies and gentlemen, go reach out to your lines that you're using and ask them.
I forgot Stephanie's. I couldn't come up with it. Stephanie's one of our masterminds in Vegas too. Hi, Steph.
Yeah, and so for all of you out there, don't shy away. Ask what's going to hurt, right? Go ask whoever you're using. Go, hey, I'm in the skin games. I'm wondering if you can help sponsor me. And sponsorship looks different. I know Skin One Pro is sponsoring. I know BioSkin is interested in sponsoring. Jet Plasma is interested in sponsoring, and a lot of our others are interested in sponsoring as well. So please, please, please help yourself out. Help yourself out. Go ahead, Marcy.
Yeah, my company I distribute, EonMD, we're sponsoring a couple people as well. We still have a couple spots open, so you can reach out to me as well. Yeah.
And
Christy
even when
Weir
you
says, what's the best?
register, Stephen, even when you register on the registration form, you can choose to boost your case study just by checking a box with Glymed. So
Right.
there's lots of ways.
Right. And Christy Weir, a finalist last year and one of our winners in People's Choice, says, what's the best way to go about getting a sponsor? And then so did another player right now. It's a great question. And I guess that's what I'm saying is I would just go and be forthright and just be totally forthcoming and be honest. Write them a really nice letter that says, hey, look, I'm competing in an international skincare competition. Here's some of the results I've produced in the past. This is what I'm looking to do again and improve upon. You know what? And it might be perfect. Again, I'm not a professional. It might be good to go to Jennifer or some of our players who have been sponsored. A lot of our players get sponsored, you guys. So if you have a question, go and ask go look at our award winner list last year on our site and go message some of them on their Instagrams or Facebook and ask them what they did. And they're going to give you some great advice because a lot of them were sponsored. Now, being sponsored doesn't mean you're going to win. Our sponsors don't get to pick the winners. Most of them are not judges. And if they are, they're blind to their results and who people are using. So if you want to go find a sponsor, go talk to some former players. Jennifer, do you have any advice on how to find a good sponsor?
Or if they're at a like if you're at ICSC Vegas or you're in Palm Beach, like come to us, find the Skin Games booth and come to us. And like Jennifer, you're normally there, and you know she always has great recommendations of who might be more available. So come find us at a
Yeah, I think one of the things too is like write a good letter, because I think what happens is in the beginning people were sure here's products and they were doing a lot of stuff, but they found that a lot of people weren't completing their case studies and stuff. So I think they're a little bit more picky and choosy now, but that's good, right? You know, because you want to find somebody that you know it's a good business, right? But then you know just make the win-win out of the deal. It's not just like what they're going to do for you, but what you're going to do for them, right? So really what they want to do is you know have the good testimonials, good results, you know, and things like that. So not just like, oh, give me all these products and I'm going to use it. You know, maybe once a week I plan to talk about, you know, one of the ingredients in one of your products. You know, just put out like a whole thing. And anybody that takes the time to do that, I mean, I know I would be like, sure, yeah, let's do it. But it has to be a win-win. I would say win-win.
We want to know you're talking about our product line on camera, that it's part of your case studies, what you love about the products. Even it's good to get your models on camera, say what they love about the products that we give you. So yeah, it's great to like show your videos, showcase us what you can do, and we're going to be more likely to sponsor you for sure.
Yeah, I mean, guys.
One other thing too is when you do it, you know, it's not going to be so much about the products, you know, because it's going to be about ingredients and stuff too. But like whatever deal you make with your sponsor, you know, you could just make it very specific of what you're going to do and just make sure you have the win-win.
And guys, I mean, just in this couple minutes that we're talking about this, Skin One Pro, one of our sponsors, says, reach out to us. We'd love to sponsor. Robin Lee from Clayton Chagall says, reach out to discuss sponsorship. Seven, one of our friends and partners in Atlanta, says, I want to sponsor people. Brave Skin Remedy, Dominic Brandt, our $10,000 winner last year and Esthetician of the Year. And I might add, our new Advanced Education Director, Dominique, says, reach out to her. So, you know, it's all about connections, you guys, and just literally asking. Don't be afraid to take that first step. Don't be afraid to send a message to somebody and tell them what you're doing with your life. People want to be a part of your growth. People want their products out there. People want their results to be seen. And so you're that avenue for a lot of these products. And you're another line of exposure for them. So also Dominique says she has tips on how to get your client to commit to the entire process. That's really, really valuable stuff right there Thanks for that, Dominique. So really, really good stuff. And in the waxing too, all you waxers and sugaring artists. I know last year Bombshell Wax sponsored some waxers. I know Black Coral Wax is already sponsoring players. So if you guys are like, if you waxers want to get in the games too, our waxing and sugaring, I'm sure.
And you know something else, Kevin? Rashida with Caribbean Candy. They do their product is sugar, but they also have before and after, post and after care products that are good for waxing and sugaring, and they're really trying to promote that this year. So I think a lot of you might consider reaching out to Rashida. She's one of the judges for the sugaring category, and I know that she's looking to sponsor some people, especially in the hair removal categories.
Yeah. And then there's Pam Huck again, Med Spa Distributors. Reach out to her. She just said, I know Zandyland said they were going to sponsor some players. They also have pre and post treatments for hair removal. So guys, the opportunities are endless. Our sponsors are with us because they know that we create these partnerships and these connections, okay? You're either part of this or you're not. We're all about what we're willing to do for you, whatever you're willing to do for us. Like, it's a trade-off at the Skin Games. It is a win-win. We want you guys to succeed or else we don't succeed, right? So I love all the enthusiasm. Janice, how do we get sponsored? We just talked for 10 minutes about that. So don't make sure you go back and watch this or read these comments, because we just had some really good information on how to get sponsored and how easy it is, okay? Let's see. I know a sugaring company, Taylor says, it would sponsor. Hello, I'd wax that. I like that. Cool name. Now, Jennifer, we got 40 people here watching, or about 50 people on and off. Are we ready to announce where we're going to have the Skin Games 2023-24? Because we have announced the theme. For all of you that just joined, we announced the theme. It's Hollywood Classics. We're doing it from March 14th to the 17th in 2024. Where are we having the Skin Games, Jennifer?
Steven, I'm going to let you say that. You tell us.
Okay, everybody. We will be holding the Skin Games 2024. We are
March 14th to 17th.
March 14th to the 17th.
And
we are going to repeat, and we're doing it at the Buckhead Marriott in Atlanta, Georgia, you guys. And I know, here's what my first thought was. What? And then it was like, wait, it was amazing. And we're going to do it even bigger and better this year, you guys. We have the whole layout of the hotel down. Everybody, the location was incredible. It was easy to get to in terms of flights, and it's the biggest airport in the country, okay? We have a huge following down here in the Southeast. We have people that are crazy about the Skin Games down here and crazy about skin. We felt like it was great last year, and we learned some lessons in terms of logistics. We're redoing it this year, you guys, at the Buckhead Westin in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, I see somebody says I'm jumping up and down. I've seen.
But another thing too, Stephen. Yeah, another thing, Stephen, too, is one of the things we're going to add is the marketplace bonanza. It's going to be a marketplace with the best prices that you could possibly get anywhere, which is going to be that Thursday night, and it's going to be shop till you drop. And we're going to have each one of our sponsors give like almost like a giveaway deal. You know what I mean? It's going to be the day to shop. They'll still have access to shop all week, but that Thursday and on Sunday they might have some deals as well. But the marketplace on that Thursday night, so everybody's going to need to book. Make sure they get there Wednesday night or Thursday. It's going to be killer, and we're going to have the Walk of Stars.
And I want to say a couple things, you guys, about Atlanta. I see a lot of great feedback and a lot of excitement. I just want you guys to know a couple things, especially you players that are returning. Here's some pros for you. One, you're going to love where you already know where it's at, and I know that you guys had a lot of fun right there. It was in a great location, but now all of you know where to go, the logistics of the hotel. You know exactly how to get around. We're going to do a lot of things on our end this year that are really exciting. Jennifer mentioned one of them. I want to mention a couple others. One is we're going to have a send-off party, you guys. We're doing it big on Sunday night after the advanced education, because everybody always leaves the Skin Games and goes, Oh my gosh, I wish it didn't end. And we wish it didn't end either. So we're going to freaking party and say goodbye on Sunday night in a skin game send-off. And that's going to be sort of like where everybody lets their hair down. Because at the award show, it's really, really fun, guys. It's a one-of-a-kind Grammy experience. Well, only thing like it in the industry. But people are kind of tense and it's long and it's like not, people aren't dancing and stuff. And like, you know, we kind of like people are waiting to see what's going to happen with anticipation. We're going to have a party, guys, Sunday night. It's going to be the skin game send-off. We're going to make sure you have a great time. We're going to make sure you're dancing. We're going to make sure you're drinking with your friends and having a good time. And on vacation, celebrating your craft and celebrating yourself. So we're going to be doing that. And we're also doing a little bit of a mix-up in the advanced education and business boost camp side of things. Stay tuned for news on that. It's super cool with some roundtables, and we're going to do a lot of really great things with some advanced education this year with Dominique at the helm. She's got some great ideas. She's super organized. We're super on it this year. We're going to make sure everybody knows where to go, how to get there, fill up these classes, and make sure you guys are learning as much as you're coming to learn at the Skin Games. Marcy, I see you down there. You need to say some stuff. Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm feeling like I have questions for everyone, but can people book their hotel rooms yet? Is there going to be a room?
Yeah.
You can already start. How do we
Actually, you know what, Marcy, I'm not sure I know that answer, but that's a good question. We just signed, like literally just signed. So, and I know he's out for tomorrow, so I don't know if the pass key is available yet, but it should be ready next week. And the cost of the hotel is $165. They're going to have single beds and double queens. So, you know, if you want to share and save money, you know, you can always pair up with somebody. But there's no cancellation fee unless you do wait till the last 48 or 24 hours or something. So when it goes up, just make sure you book it. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. Just book your room, you know, and just make sure, you know, you have that price saved, because, you know, if you wait too long, all of a sudden, you know, it's like $100 more, ridiculous. And I can't do anything about it. Right. So please, when that comes up, make sure you book it.
Yeah. And you guys are really good about letting everyone know when that's available. You send emails, you put on social media. So when you guys,
yeah, you guys, especially for all you people who get our newsletter, stay tuned for the room key. We will have the room pass key out in the next week or so. I love different cities there from Rachel. I love different cities too, and that was my first reaction. Then I thought, hold on, this is going to be so kick-ass. It was amazing last year, and we know where we need to improve a little bit, and we know where we can do better. So we're going to do it bigger and better in the spots where we can improve. And then players that are coming back are going to have a really good idea of how it all works. And we're not saying we're not going to move it again. We may be in a different city the year after this. And remember, on our end, you guys, just as a little bit of some info, just so you know, me, Jennifer, Frank, and the team here, we have to get like used to a whole hotel every year if we move it, right? So we have to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work. We may not have been there for a week to see what it's going to look like. We got a really, really good idea this year of how to make it incredible next year. We thought it was incredible this year. We heard that you guys did too, but we can do it even bigger and we can do it even better. And we are excited to do that. So keep an open mind for those of you that were in Atlanta last year and come back. And secondly, remember that early registration for all you is over this weekend. So now you know where it's going to be. We're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia again for a repeat at the Buckhead Westin, okay? We're going to be there from March 14th to the 17th, 2024. We are going to be doing a Hollywood classic theme, and all of you players that are thinking for skin, all those categories in skin, waxing and sugaring, legs, brows, Brazilian, PMU, brows and lips, lash lift, brow lamination, and makeup, corrective, bridal, avant-garde, anybody and everything skincare, we do it. Okay.
And just let me just say one thing too, Stephen, is the early bird special right now you could save, is it $20, Stephen, or 25?
20.
Yeah, so you could still save $20 till the end of this week. After this week, we are going to initiate a bundle deal where you can actually have a payment plan if you need one. But basically, it'll cover 3 registrations, your dinner ticket, and anything that goes on that weekend. And, you know, so make sure you look out for things like that, too, to make it super easy for you guys to get early registration.
Yeah, and let's clarify, just so you guys know, it's $130 per category at the Skin Games. You'll have an option to get a player post. You can join our Players Club. We have a bunch of different options for you guys. And second, You have to sign up for at least 3 categories in skin to qualify for the $10,000 because our scoring system is based on the top 3 scores. So you'll have 3 scores that are added up in 3 different categories. The top 3 scores combined. So if you enter 6 categories, that's amazing. But your top 3 are the ones that count and get combined. And the top 3 scores determine Esthetician of the Year. So you can't just join Acne, unfortunately, and win Esthetician of the Year. You'd have to join Acne, Holistic, and New Esthetician, for example, right? So keep that in mind. You can just do 1, but we encourage you to do 3 to shoot for the grand prize and more exposure and trophies. Same thing with Waxer, Sugaring, and Makeup Artist of the Year. You need to enter all 3 categories to qualify for the grand prize. That doesn't mean you can't enter just 1 or 2. I just want to make sure we're clear on that because we get that question all the time. So we've announced the big news. Me and Jennifer are going to be heading to Phoenix in just about 48 hours or so. I know Marcy is hopping on a plane to head down to South Carolina shortly as well. So we're going to have the Skin Games represented on the West Coast and on the East Coast this weekend. For any of you players that can get to South Carolina for the Skin Summit or down to Mecca, come see us. Sign up. Ask us questions. We're always here to answer questions. If you don't fully understand what I'm talking about, if you missed some of this and don't know what the Skin Games is all about, ask. We're there to help. Go check out theskingames.com. All of the answers are there as well. Marcy, anything else that you'd like to add tonight?
Yeah, I think the payment plan option is going to be great for people. I think newer estheticians or solos get a little nervous about it's going to cost me so much money. And I think, come to us, talk to us, send us a message, send me a message privately. I'm happy to help. But I think we'll help you get set up and be comfortable to know, okay, in 10 months from now, it'll be paid off, everything. And then you can just relax and enjoy the event and enjoy your results.
Marcy,
So
where can they find you and where can they message you?
I'm under Go Bear Aesthetics 1, and that's on Instagram and Facebook. So
you guys can DM Marcy. She's on our team. You can DM The Good Esthetician. Taylor's on our team. You can Instagram message me or Jennifer at The Skin Games or at The Skin Games Results. We're also available on Facebook. We're also available on email. I'm Steven at theskingames.com and Jennifer is info at theskingames.com. We are really good about getting back to you guys. We don't like to leave questions unanswered. We don't like to leave people hanging. We're run as a family, so we treat people like family, and we want to make sure you guys know what to expect and know what to do as you join us for this coming year in Atlanta, everybody. Woo! We're going to do it big, you guys. We can't wait to see you guys as the year progresses. So we hopefully will see you this weekend. If we don't, we hope to see you in Las Vegas or one of the other shows we hit this year. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. Jennifer, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
No, I think you've said it all, Steven.
Thank you for watching.
Damn right. All right, guys. We'll see you, Skin Games fans, players, sponsors, everybody else out there, followers. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.